Hey everyone, so the plan was to use tonight to get an early night to recover from work, maybe watch a bit of Sylvester McCoy's Twitch stream, but ultimately use the opportunity to rest. The powers that be have apparently decided that no, I need to create content because the Series 11 Doctor Who trailer has dropped. I say trailer because I've not watched it yet. We're going to watch it together and you'll see my reactions live as I first see it, just as I did on last week with the Season 11 teaser, which you can watch on my channel. But the teaser was 60 seconds long and so is the trailer, which is odd. I expected it to be something along the ranges of a minute and a half, 2 minutes, that kind of thing. 50 seconds isn't really a trailer, it's more of a teaser. But without further ado, because I've already talked a bit about my expectations of Series 11 in my teaser video, so go check that out, we will go and watch this trailer.
All of this is new to me. New faces. New worlds. New times. So if I asked really, really nicely, would you be my new best friends?
Right, this is gonna be fun.
Okay. So, just to... well, the feelings I am currently feeling are all good ones, which is good. Okay, it's definitely a trailer. Yeah, sorry, just doing something like that. Live TV now. Yeah, okay. It definitely has a more trailer feel to it rather than last week's teaser feel. The best thing about this trailer is it gives us a first decent look at Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor in action, before the only in-character moments, insofar as they are in character, was Jodie portraying the Doctor in teaser shots. So we see Jodie playing the Doctor in the revelation, the reveal video, and then we see Jodie play the Doctor in teaser. This is the first in-episode footage of her as the Doctor, and she is the Doctor. I do not watch her play the role and not recognise the defining small character sort of patterns. And maybe it was just seeing Jodie run with a big bellowing coat was kind of really helpful here, because as we know, Doctor running is a defining theme in Doctor Who. And so seeing Jodie run, taking the charge, being in the front of the action, leading a group, looking very authoritative, is quite good. Here we see the Doctor in their new costume, in natural footage. There was also the first time we saw the costume picture, wasn't really clear that the outfit was blue and not cream, because it looks very creamy just because of the lighting. Here we see it in shot and it definitely is blue. That's a good good shot of Jodie running, leading the team, put in your hand. It's weird for me to say this about a Yorkshire accent when I have a Yorkshire accent, and I'm from Yorkshire. And I've lived in Yorkshire all my life until I moved to Newcastle. I have absolutely no problems with Jodie's Yorkshire delivery on her speech. It's when she groans in pain. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm so used to hearing that from people who I know in real life. And it makes me sounds very youthful. And what I've always felt is it was too soon after Capaldi to go all the way back and have a youngish doctor again. I have no problem with young doctors, but I have a fear that New Who tends to pander more to. Feels the only way it can pander to a young audience is by having a younger doctor, which I think doesn't really work because just as Hartnell, Pertwee, Baker McCoy appealed to children when Doctor Who first came on then, and the way that Capaldi was a fantastic doctor and properly. I mean, I don't have favorite doctors. I think they're all fantastic. I think the doctors always cast perfectly. It's never been miscast, and that every single doctor is fantastic in a role and brings something new and unique to the role. I don't have favorite doctors. I think my favorite doctor is all of them, but I do have special feelings towards Capaldi's doctor just because it does remind me a lot of all the previous doctors more than any of the other new doctors have. And I think Capaldi's, having actually watched Doctor Who when it first came out 55 or so years ago, was able to incorporate all that into the performance. But I digress. Let's not talk about Capaldi. Let's talk about Whittaker. Yeah, I think it's just because I'm so used to hearing that sort of youthful Yorkshire cry of pain that it takes me. It unimmerses me basically. I don't think that's Jodie's fault. I think it's just my upbringing's fault. Let's just go through this. Obviously, all the shots of Doctor wearing a waistcoat and shirt are probably from the first episode before the Doctors had a chance to change into their new clothing, whilst all the shots of Jodie in their new outfit are likely from subsequent episodes in the series. So we start off with Jodie, then we have one of the companions. I think they've released tweets this last week with the names of the companions on them. I don't know if that's actually the first time we've seen the companions in the names of the companions in promotional material, but I've not actually had the chance to actually remember the names, and I'm not going to waste the time by searching them up because you can do so. But that's one of the companions whipping up and gasping. That's we see Bradley Walsh not pulling a face that's making me laugh, but
New faces.
seemingly recovering from something. We see a lens flare shot of the third companion. Look very thoughtful. This obviously again would be from the first. And note that she's also wearing Capaldi's old jacket, so probably very soon after. In fact, look behind him is actually kind of like a crater shape, so maybe this is shortly after whatever return to Earth the Doctor has just experienced after falling from the TARDIS at the end of Twice Upon a Time. I mean, this looks like your bog standard American motel with your American cars in the background. So, looks like a periodic episode. Interesting note: Jodie is wearing a red top here, but I think in promotional material and in here it's a blue with the same stripes or with stripy pattern. Well, here it's a red top, and I think it looks more like a blue jumper maybe. Other than that, it's the same, but that's not unusual. Doctors often change the sort of undergarment while keeping the rest more consistent, or here and there. Again, I loved that bit there. That's a very Doctor shot there, and this obviously they're very much in the forefront here. Bradley Walsh isn't actually one of these 5 characters. The 2 on the left, right, are busily spotting characters of that story. I do love how they put a lot of good reaction, actiony, impactful shots of Jodie front and centre, because that is what we need. That does look at Bradley Walsh either. That looks like the same person in the subsequent shot, to be honest, so that's probably from the same episode. This looks probably from the same America shot, maybe? Scrubbing 5 seconds through a 50-second trailer probably isn't the best way to work this. That looks Alien Planet. VFX look much to be desired. It looks like something I could have made on hit film, but we'll gloss over that. It is after a trailer shot.
New worlds.
I don't think we can discern much from plot-wise, really. Like I said, a fair few of these are clearly from first episode, while others are subsequent. We don't have an enormous mix to really know how many episodes. Bradley Walsh there. He's wearing red there. He's wearing red there, so I guess these two are from the same episode. I mean, it's not actually a 50-second trailer, even.
This is gonna be fun.
It's a 40-second trailer, 37. I think this is, if we're basing on a leaked footage from a while back, this is the Doctor sort of putting things together in the last episode, first episode rather. So spaceship, presumably alien planet, just by the whole blue tilt. It's definitely an alien planet. Bradley Walsh is wearing some shades there. Give a listen to what Jodie says.
All of this is new to me. New faces. New worlds. New times. So if I asked really, really nicely, would you be my new best friends?
I'm grinning. This does feel comfortably Doctor Who, and yet the trailer, interestingly, does talk a lot about new things. Obviously, that's sort of on par for a new series with a new Doctor for Regeneration episodes, but I mean, I can't help but think it's a meta commentary on obviously the whole new changes and new field that we've been told Chibnall and Whittaker will bring to Doctor Who. Yeah. It does feel comfortably. It strikes the right balance. It will excite enough people about the new field Doctor Who, and hopefully should regain confidence of those slightly foolish people who are acting reactionary to the idea of an actress playing the Doctor. It's happening. Get over it. It's canon. I mean, it's not widely unprecedented in the 50-year history of Doctor Who. It's just never happened to the Doctor. But yeah, I mean, the quote obviously is there to highlight the newness of Doctor Who, but for me, the thing that strikes out the most is just how comfortably Doctor Who it is. So I'm very excited because you see, I mean, that's a fantastic shot there of Jodie with the screwdriver. So yeah, those are my initial immediate thoughts. Do tell me what you think of the trailer, what you think of Jodie, because this is probably the most acting we've seen of her as the Doctor so far in content. So what do you think of her from what you can see? Has this reinforced your expectations of the next series? Has it changed your expectations of the next series? Let me know, like, subscribe. and I'm going to do another stream straight after this because apparently I didn't realise this. If I've just been ignorant of it's just something very surprising, but they're apparently going to release a new series of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which we'd all assumed had been cancelled and done with, and they've released a trailer, and I'm going to go and watch that now. So stay tuned on this channel, and I'll be live streaming almost exactly after this. So I'll see you in a bit.